difference what you say? When did life lead you astray? Can't you see it doesn't matter anyway? Don't be afraid when you get what you ask for in the end. Don't come to me acting like I wanna be saved. I wanna pretend. No, don't come to me acting like I wanna be saved. I wanna pretend. No.
Hey guys, and welcome to Ozzie Reviews. Well, today I'm checking out the Tikka T3 CTR rifle in 308 Winchester. So for those of you who don't know, Tikka is made by Sako over in Finland. So they are a European high quality rifle, yet they're not quite as expensive as the Sako. So they don't quite have the price tag of Sako. They are in some cases up to $1,000 cheaper. So very, very affordable when you're looking at a good, decent quality rifle for use here in Australia. So let's go into a couple of features about it. First of all, it is clear, you guys know I don't have any live ammo anywhere near the rifles or firearms for that matter that I review. So first of all, being CTR, it stands for Compact Tactical Rifle. So just doing the run by here, you can see that there is quite a couple of semi-tactical, I'll use that term loosely guys, features on the rifle, but overall it is very compact. It's 102 centimeters in overall length, or 40 inches. It has a 20-inch compact barrel, okay, so it's only 51 centimeters the barrel length. It's a 1 11-inch twist, and as you can see here, it is a semi-heavy barrel, but it's also threaded at the end for the standard American thread, 5/8 by 24, which is fantastic because obviously you've got a massive amount of flash hiders, muzzle brakes, and even suppressors if it's legal in your state or country that you can use with this rifle. They're all just a standard 308 thread over in the US, so I think that's great. Now with the actual rifle, there's a couple of different options as well. I'll go into them straight away. You can actually get a stainless steel version of the CTR for 2015. It's just been introduced, so you can get that. Also, you can have this rifle in 260 Remington. So, you know, if you're a fan of that caliber over 308, then you can have a look at that as well. So there's a couple of options there. Also, you can get a set trigger as well. That's an option. And also at the back here, where you see the cheek piece, you can get an adjustable cheek piece as an option as well. So let's just run into now what comes standard as per the spec of this rifle, which I've got. Starting at the rear, you've got the kick pad, you've got the rear sling attachment, and there's also the fixed moulded cheek piece. Comes with a couple of palm swells there on the stock, one at the front and then just one at the grip at the rear. Now the bolt on it is really nice. I find honestly the cycling of this, just when I've dry fired it and just cycled it in general, absolutely beautiful. You've got an oversized Teflon bolt knob, really nice in the palm of your hand to pick up, manipulate back and forward and work that action. But just have a listen to how smooth this action is. I mean, look at that, just beautiful. So it really does have that feature of a high-end European rifle. Now the trigger on it is really light out of the box, quite nice. I mean, it's not a hair trigger by any means, but still very nice and extremely crisp. Just have a listen to this. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And on top of it, the 10-shot magazine that it comes with, it has a ambidextrous mag release just in front of the trigger guard here, which is great because, I mean, if you're a left-hand shooter, how easy is it just to use your trigger finger to extend forward, push that down, and out the magazine comes. Easy as that. And it's a good quality steel magazine as well. It's not polymer. Now it's got a, well, it looks like at first it's quite compact, isn't it? And that's because it is double stacked. So 10 rounds, as I say, so you've got, you know, enough shots there to do what you need to do. Now the action up here, just looking on top, it comes with a Picatinny rail, which is great, because then all you've got to do is do what I've done here, get some rings and put a scope on top. Now I've gone with the Burris 2-7 by 35mm full field optic. I mean, it's a strange sort of optic, isn't it, to what I normally use, but I thought, well, I'll keep with the compact theme with this, and this scope is, you know, extremely lightweight and compact in general, so it doesn't sort of overpower the look of the rifle, if you know what I mean. Looking at the top too, like you've got your safety just here, which with the red indicator means obviously that the safety's off. Okay, to put it on, we'll just cycle the action. To put it on, you just drag back on the tab and then safety's on, so you can't fire, you can't lift the bolt at all. Okay, you can see at the back there is a loaded chamber indicator. Now obviously it's not loaded, as there's no ammunition or anything in it, as you know, guys, but obviously the bolt, it's all cocked, it's ready to fire, so there's just the indicator at the back. The overall weight of the rifle is 7.5 pounds or 3.4 kilos. You've still got a heavy enough rifle that you know, it can be classed as a tactical rifle as such. You know, you should get quite good accuracy with it, yet it's not that heavy that it's going to weigh you down where you can't use it in the field. So anyhow, guys, let's get out on the farm, get it signed in and see how this rifle performs. Okay guys, so we've got a variety of different ammo to run through the Tikka. So first of all, I've got the Australian Outback, the 168 grain MatchKing round, so hopefully we'll do pretty well with this. Then we've got the Hornby Whitetail, which is a 150 grain projectile. Then we've got this ammo from Sako. Now this is the first time I've ever, you know, shot any ammo made by Sako, and it's actually 102 grain. So yeah, very unusual. I've never seen 308 ammo as 102 grain. So we'll try that through it. Then we go to the Australian Outback with the 165 grain Sierra Game King, and then we've just got some cheap Winchester 308 147 grain FMJs. So we'll just see how they go through it, just for a bit of a test. Alright, so we'll do 5-shot groups. We've got a target out there at 100 yards, and we'll just see what we can come up with this rifle. Okay, so having a look at the target here at 100, geez, there's some varied results. First of all, we got the 168 grain Match King from Outback Ammo. What a sensational group that is. So let's measure that. Probably about a ½ inch, I'd say. Yep. Measure it exact. Maybe, yeah, just on ½ inch, 5-shot group. So I'm very, very happy with that. Then down here to the 150 grain Hornady whitetail. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots there. Look, that spread a bit disappointed there. About 1.7 inches. Then when we come up to the Sako ammunition, I mean, how nice. And I saw that the last shot I put was up there and I was really dirty on myself for that. But anyhow, we'll measure it as it is. Just under an inch, about 0.9 of an inch. And if we'd kept to that group there, about 0.7. So that's really, really good. I'm quite impressed with using that for the first time. Then we come up to the 165 grain Sierra Game Kings from Outback Ammo. A little bit of spread there. We're just about an inch. Yeah, an inch. Then when we come down to the cheap 147 grain FMJs from Winchester, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they've had a bit of spread there. Probably about 1.7, yeah, about 1.7 inches, 1.8 inches there. So overall, guys, I mean, the rifle certainly performs. You just got to find the right ammo for it. I mean, the Match Kings are absolutely superb. And even the Sako ammunition, I'm very, very impressed with that. So anyhow, what we'll do now is we'll put up a few cans and just have a bit of plinking fun with the 308. So loading the mag is really quite unique, I've found with the Tikka. Normally, like with the Ruger gun sight Scout, you're really pushing down and loading in. I find with these, if you really push too hard, it just makes loading them a bit awkward. All you've got to do is just take it a fraction under the surface and they just drop in just so easily. Very, very smooth. Just like so. So they do sit double stacked. And yeah, feeding problems absolutely zero. It's very, very smooth pickup from the magazine and securing it in the chamber. Alright guys, I'll just wrap up with my final thoughts on the Tikka CTR. I'm quite impressed with the rifle, and as you guys know, this is the first ever Tikka review I've done. What I like on the positives, It's just this ultra smooth action. It's just beautiful. And when I was doing the reloads too, just the oversized bolt knob was really nice. You know, you can really jam it home, rip it back, and get that quick follow-up shot in there. So really, really nice. I like that. Also too, I'm really quite a fan of this mag release here, because you know, you're firing, you just with your trigger finger just push forward and out the mag comes. Obviously that's ambidextrous, as I said in the intro, so great for left and right hand shooters. Really, really nice. On the topic of the barrel there, I mean, the accuracy I got out of this was quite impressive. I'm really, really happy with that Outback Ammo on the 168 grain MatchKings in there. Very, very nice. My only sort of negative is I just wish I'd put a more powerful optic on top, so I could have really zoomed in for perhaps a little bit tighter grips. But as you can see behind me here, guys, there's certainly a bit of wind on the farm here today. But anyhow, look, this rifle really performs admirably. And for about $1,500 retail, I mean, honestly, how could you go wrong with one of these? With the shorter barrel, it's lightweight for getting around in the scrub if you're going hunting. Yet off the bench, I mean, it's an absolute tack driver, so really, really nice. Alright guys, well that's my final thoughts on the Tikka CTR, so I hope you enjoyed the review. If you'd like to see a little bit more product from Beretta or Australia anyway, give this a thumbs up so I know I'll try to arrange some more. Okay guys, till next time, take care, we'll catch you then.